What's going on, everybody? K to the 2 here, but you can just call me Kyle. And today, I will be starting a brand new series that, as you can tell by the title of this video, is called Pokemon Draft League 101. In this series, I will be teaching you several aspects of league format in order to help you grow as a battler. If you are watching as a coach, it can also help you understand why certain things are done by coaches, so as viewers and critical analysts, you can have informed opinions on each coach's decisions. If you do not know what a Pokemon Draft League is and are looking into learning about what they are, then today is your lucky day, because I am diving into Lesson 1, the basics of draft format. Part 1. What is a draft? A draft is, in the most basic sense, a combination of Pokemon and fantasy sports. Every team drafts or selects Pokemon in a predetermined, usually random order that snakes back and forth between rounds. For example, I am the coach of the Harlem Gloomtrotters, and let's say I have the first overall pick. I can pick any Pokemon I so choose, to which no other team would be able to draft the same Pokemon. If I were to pick Manaphy, for instance, no other team would be able to take Manaphy. Simple enough. Every league battles weekly, and their seasons vary in length, and usually end in some sort of playoffs based on regular season standings. Drafts usually include, sometimes more, sometimes less, 10 to 11 rounds, until every team is full. Mega Pokemon may be selected, and even usually are required to be taken, at a maximum of 1 per team. All these variations go into the next point of the lesson, which is Part 2. Different League Rules. Drafts can be categorized into 2 different kinds of systems: open drafts and salary or points-based drafts. In an open draft, the only restrictions on Pokemon you can draft are listed in the league's ban list. The usual suspects for ban lists among leagues includes the Smogon Ubers plus a few Pokemon that the league has decided as too broken or too powerful in the format. Pokemon such as Metagross and Kyurem Black often fall into this category and are often excluded from the draft. With a points-based draft, each team is given a certain salary of points to work with, and every Pokemon is given what is determined to be a fair price. Coaches must focus more heavily on what Pokemon will work together, as each team can't spend their points willy-nilly on the biggest threats in the format, like the open format. Different leagues have tried to create their own salary system, such as the Pokemon Premier League or the Global Battle Association with their tiering system. Part 3. The goals of drafting. First and foremost, the overall goal of a draft is to build a team that you can use to beat as many of the other teams as possible each week. Because of the nature of the league battles, each week leads to preparing a team that best handles the opponent's team, also known as counter-teaming. In order to do this effectively, you have to focus on your team structure while drafting. Drafting a bunch of Pokemon that do the same thing can be potentially dangerous. Furthermore, you have to think to yourself what you want your team to do. I have come up with a basic scale to show the different styles of teams that can be formed, and it is up to you as a drafter to figure out which style is your favorite. On one end of the spectrum is Stall, the super bulky menace that it is, and on the other end is my personal favorite, fast, hard-hitting Hyper Offense. Right in the middle of there is Balance, which tries to balance the 2 styles by mixing bulk with solid offense. On the more stally side of Balance is Semi-Stall, and on the more offensive side of Balance is Bulky Offense, also known as that can wear an Assault Vest, right? I will cover each of these styles more in depth in later lessons. Not only does your draft need to have synergy, but you should also be comfortable with the Pokemon you select. This is very important, especially to more inexperienced players. Picking a Pokemon like Azumarill in the first round, if you're comfortable with it, will help you more easily build a team around it, since you know what its strengths and its weaknesses are. Questions of the day. Every lesson will end off with a few questions where I ask you about what was taught in the episode, and you can answer as many as you want in the comments below. Because this is the first lesson, I'll keep it pretty light on you and ask a few simple questions. Question number 1. What is your favorite league? Question number 2. What style of team would you be most likely to draft? Alright, and that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button to show your support for the new series, and subscribe if you haven't already, as I will be doing lessons regularly. Keep in mind that today's lesson was just a pilot episode, and future lessons will definitely be more in-depth and focus on certain aspects. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys next time.